Unboxing the Yunzii AL71, a pretty standard looking box with Yunzii all over it. There's the keyboard back there, AL71. If you guys want to check this out, there are Amazon links below, but let's unbox this. Like a little tab right there, and then into it, we've got some paperwork. I do like the font there, that's nice. I actually use a font pretty similar to that in my thumbnails. And then we have some kind of manuals on how to use it, both in English and Japanese. I believe that's Japanese. We've got some extra keycaps, the command option for Mac, so you can switch that out. That's awesome. And then all in plastic. Ooh, pretty heavy. This must be, well, I guess AL for aluminum, right? Taking that out, it does have a dust cover and some foam on top of it. A nice dust cover, still fairly thin, nothing crazy, but nice to have. A little piece of foam, and there it is. Wow, for the price, out of the box, before using it, this feels like a really impressive keyboard. What is that right there? There's like some, okay, maybe there's some, okay, it's just dust. Maybe it's just from the packaging. Holy crap, it is unbelievable what you can get for the price these days. Wow. I think this is RGB on the side. Yeah, there's like some material there, just dust from packaging or something. But RGB looks like is right there on the sides. I love this. I think that, let me turn the ISO down. You can see there, that is that little icon. I love that. It makes it feel a lot more special. This is a two-piece, fully aluminum. I mean, this thing is a fully aluminum. We got nice rubber there. I am really happy with this so far. We have the dongle storage right there in the back, which is nice. It's not magnetic, I believe, so it just has a little bit of a clamp to it. You have Mac windows, Bluetooth, wired, and then a 2.4 gigahertz USB dongle, which is obviously right there. The edges are nicely machined. The keycaps look great. Let's get a feel and test. Ooh, and a nice sound too. A little bit of a more poppy sound. Very springy and bright. I like this a lot. Wow, that is an impressive keyboard for the price. Okay, now also in the box, we have accessories. I like that. That makes it seem a little bit more special. Oh my Lord though, that is a fantastic keyboard for the price. Okay, so we have a keycap and switch puller, right? It's pretty standard. We've got just a standard USB type A to USB type C cable. It's just rubber coated. It's really nothing special at all, but that's okay because this thing is amazing. Now, this is using Altemu switches. However, they are not like your Altemu blue, red, like they are definitely a little bit better. They're definitely quite a bit better. These definitely feel pre-lubed, which is awesome. And you can hear from the sound. I'm gonna put the mic up to it. It actually sounds really good and it feels really smooth. These are definitely not your Altemu blues and reds. This is definitely a step above a lot. Well, actually a few steps above. Let's test the stabilizers though. I'm gonna put the mic up again to it. All right, the backspace needs a little bit of work, but let's test the shift. Yeah, so the backspace could use a little bit of work, but damn, the rest of these are so solid. The typing experience here, oh Lord, do I like this thing. Guys, for 160, 170 bucks, it would be like, yeah, a good keyboard. Like it would be a good price point, but you could definitely get better for 100 bucks here. Damn, is this thing good. It's full metal. It's really, really, I mean, that is a full solid piece of metal. I really love the sound profile. I actually like the switches and the stabilizers are absolutely solid on the desk. Oh, it's such a poppy sound profile, and you guys know I love a poppy sound profile. This keyboard is a winner. Let's get to the full review right now. This is the Yunzii AL71 coming in at a price tag of $99.99. This is the freaking steal of the century, an unbelievable keyboard. This uses a 68% form factor, and for the build, this has a two-piece solid aluminum shell. It is very heavy, it's solid, it's gasket mounted, and it's got a decorative silver moon logo on the front right side, which I think looks great and really makes this feel more like a custom keyboard, which this really is. This is a custom keyboard. It also has side diffused RGB accents, which are actually pretty dang bright and look great, as well as a switch to toggle between Windows and Mac and another switch to change your connectivity modes. All the selections have nice tactile bumps, and everything really on this keyboard just feels extremely premium and it sounds amazing. As for dampening, this also has a ton. Switch pads, case dampening, foam between the plate and the PCB. This has a lot of dampening, and because of that, it sounds nicely. Obviously, you can take out some of that if you want to change up the sound profile, which actually wouldn't be too hard because, well, it's an aluminum case, so it's a little bit easier to get into. For colorways, you actually have quite a few options, which is kind of unexpected because the aluminumness, kind of you would expect that higher price point, but it's in a lower price point, not as many color options, but yeah, it does well. You have a choice between black, blue, purple, green, pink, red, and silver. Now, for switch options here, you have two options. You have the crystal white switches, which is a lighter linear switch. I actually really liked them. Or you have a silent switch. If you're really into feel, the silent switches aren't gonna be as great as they do have like a rubber stopper that does kind of soften the bottom out. So it's not gonna feel as nice, but it sounds like basically no sound. Still much better than a membrane keyboard, but yeah, just take that into account. The crystals are very, very smooth and have a great sound to them. So overall, I really enjoy this. However, since there's not a lot of switch options, if you do want to end up customizing this yourself and putting your own switches in there, it's fully hot swappable with 3 and 5 pin switches. Now let's talk keycaps. These are PBT with a cherry profile, and that is something I really, really enjoy. I like cherry. It makes it feel more like a custom keyboard, which it is. I keep saying like a custom keyboard. This is a custom keyboard, let's be real. They have a slight texture to them. They're matte finish, and they have a good thickness. The stabs here are greased from the factory and are tuned very well, especially the spacebar, guys. I can't overdo that. You're gonna hear in the sound test. Really, really good job. The only one with a slight issue is the backspace and has a slight tick, but if you're not an enthusiast, you may not even notice. It's like that slight. Overall, I absolutely love the sound and feel of this board, and for the price, you literally can't beat it, guys. But don't take my word for it, take a listen to the sound test. And that is how it sounds. For connectivity, you can use this wired with a USB Type-C or wireless with a Bluetooth 5.0 or 2.4 gigahertz USB dongle for gaming. And on top of all of that, you're gonna think, okay, well, the wireless connectivity, they're gonna give you a small battery size. No, this uses a 4,600 milliamp hour battery. Pretty freaking wild. For RGB, it's good here. It's bright, it's nice and vibrant, it's per key lighting. It's pretty much exactly what you'd expect. And again, having those side RGB lights really adds a nice touch to it. And lastly, obviously, because this has cherry profile keycaps, this uses south-facing LEDs. What doesn't this keyboard have for this ridiculously good price tag? Again, if you want to check out this exact same product, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. And if you want to check out my main channel with longer form content, you can check that out right here. But this is a consumer tech review, high speed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.